Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Go for it.
Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to Harleydesigns.
I am Ron Burgundy.
Who put a question mark on the teleprompter?
Welcome to Livestream Takeover, episode 151. Only 6 more episodes until five more episodes until the new season.
Yeah, season 4. Amazing.
I can't believe that. That's crazy. We're getting into season 4. That's insane. Amazing. Hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday. Matt looked so happy before the stream started. Yeah, because we've realized now that if you hit go live, it's already taken like 10 seconds before you've clicked the button.
True.
Latency.
Latency. Now. So, yes, it is Wednesday. I'm happy to be here.
We made it through another half of another week.
Barely.
Yeah, barely.
I think that we decided to start our Scale Nationals builds, and that has immediately
which with the what now?
What now? Our RTR builds. Road to Rockies.
Road to the Rockies.
RTRs. Get it?
Yeah. That's all we're running. RTRs.
Yeah, RTRs only. And then of course, so it's like that, and they're like, now let's just make sure that we have a bunch of other projects that pop up that we're going to need to split some time on. Sound good?
Yeah, because there's already, for me, there's a bunch.
A bunch. Yeah, I've got, the Gitter in the back here.
Which with the what now?
GTR.
Oh, the GTR.
GTR.
Yeah. It can't be nice enough to drive it out there right now, is it?
It's actually been quite nice. Like, our days have been actually quite nice. And the last of my parts for it showed up this week.
Amazing. So, that's all the scorched RC stuff?
Oh, no. That stuff's already on and installed. And, it looks so good. But I ordered two more special parts for it. So
cool.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hey, Ding Dong's in here. Hello, Logan. How are you?
Check in where you're watching from. And the last part you ordered.
Yes. Last part I ordered was not here yet, but for the Blizzard.
We need to talk about Tamiya stuff. But
yes, a lot of people are mentioning that.
Can I tell you, before we get into all of the details on talking about our RTR builds, can I tell you what my total is up to for Class 1 spending already?
Yes.
It is over $500.
What did you buy?
Well, I bought 2 files.
Yes. Oh, I owe you some money.
You do. And then I bought a bunch of stuff yesterday, or late this morning, actually, like 2 a.m, for my CNC to prep for some of the work that I plan to do.
Excellent.
I needed some more dust extraction. I got like a couple of extra sets of brushes, some more collets.
Because let's be honest, Josh, you're building for 2.
Yeah. So I can't wait for this build. I think it's going to be so much fun.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. And what people don't know are any of the details about what we're doing.
Right. So hopefully you guys watched the Road to the Rockies episode 1 today. It's just a brief overview of what we're doing, where we're at, and what we haven't started yet.
It's probably the boringest episode that there will be from this series.
You know what?
Because it's sort of like, we haven't started yet.
Get ready, because we're not.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah. Kind of, well, as my dad would say, it's just to wet your whistle, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of, cheers. I'll wet my whistle as well. Josh is not... Okay, we have to clarify a couple of things. Josh is doing a lot of the prep work.
Yes.
And some manufacturing for me. But there will be a lot of stuff that I'll be doing here.
Yes.
In tandem. Because the beauty of what we're doing is that it's basically he can do something on his end, send me things virtually through the email.
Over the wires.
The tubes, Josh. It's a series of tubes. And he sends me those things through the tubes. I get them out of the tubes, and then I put them onto my things, and I do them here. Yeah. So we'll be tandem building.
And I think that part of it's going to be awesome, because we'll just be like, all right, this is ready. Like, now
do it. Go make that.
Get yours done, and I'll let you know how mine goes, and
we'll compare notes.
Compare notes.
Yeah. Video just said. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Super excited for the new builds to come. I need Matt's educated take on grizzly bear versus silverback gorilla in an octagon. This was a Friday night topic.
That's a grizzly bear. I was there. I voted.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, it's grizzly bear for sure.
Yeah, it's grizzly bear, 100%.
Yeah.
That gorilla would put up a good fight, but he would ultimately get destroyed.
That's exactly true.
Yeah. But not do I ever want to actually see that in real life.
I mean, if it happened naturally, like if it
happened naturally, like, you know,
I don't want it staged.
If those two somehow got into the same environment that neither of them would ever be in.
So Matt's building half a truck. No, Matt's been shamed, and he has an update for you.
I do?
Yeah. You're going to build more than one truck.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, I'll be building all three classes now.
Separate trucks. There you go.
Yep.
So
3 separate trucks. Josh, Video here said my takeaway from Road to the Rockies was Josh is going to do a lot of work and find some way for Matt to chip in. His words, not mine. It'll be like Josh hands me he's like, okay, pal, here you go. This is for you. And I'll be over in the corner going, I'm helping.
His controller's not plugged in. Still doing.
Yes, precisely. That's exactly how it's going to go. And I'm fine with that.
Well,
I just want the end result.
There's plenty of things that I will tell Matt. Or I'll make him paint my class 2 and 3 bodies.
Yeah, that's true. That's helping.
I don't think that I'm going to paint my class 1.
I am on the fence about whether or not I am. I picked a livery, but I might do that livery in class 2 and 3 and then not in class 1. But it's the same livery for all 2 or 3. Matt's going to be holding the flashlight. I probably don't, honestly, I don't know that I would even do that right. So let's not.
So the last couple of nights,
small. There you go.
I've been up until 2 a.m. working on the files for trying to get to a point where Matt and I can we need to get into construction mode ASAP.
ASAP, yeah. I mean, I've been sleeping quite comfortably. 11 o'clock, right in bed. Perfect.
Yeah, we need to be on this train. We have some decisions to make. We had asked a friend, Nix, like I talked about in the video, to help with because we took what was basically a file you would download off of Colts 3D. Hey, we have this file of this body, and we want to see if you can help modify it. And he looked at it, and he's like, those files are trash. I'm like, oh, I thought it looked pretty good. He's
nope,
like, no,
they're garbage.
And I bought the model, and it was like $30. And he's like, what you want to do is you want to go over to this website, which is like CG Trader. And these models are so much better. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But the difference is that the file for that model is $200 versus $30.
$30. Because you know what they do, Josh? They take that $200 file and then they make it crappy. They make it really crappy, and then they sell it on Cults 3D for $30 and sell 10 times as many.
Yeah. Yep. Which is basically
it's a long game.
And
it's a long game.
Let me tell you, the difference in what his guidance on that part alone was just like, oh,
that was
I can't
worth.
Believe the difference in the file. You know.
Yeah, it was incredible. Like it's like 200,000 or 700,000 polygons for the crap file, and 100,000 for the really good one, because they spend more time working on it.
Yeah, instead of like all the little triangles like you're used to seeing on these like 3D printing bodies, it is so many fewer, but they're proper. So like when you see all the triangles, those are each a flat surface, where these are proper contours. So it might have a bigger square, but it's got a consistent shape to it. So it's actually smoother, even though there's less surfaces. And then to work with the file is amazingly smoother. So, I'm so excited to show it.
Good.
Which I kept saying next week in the video. Are we going to start our alternating weeks?
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. But you might want to start.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I will have nothing to show. So what's up, guys? Josh is working on a bunch of stuff on his end. I'm sitting here.
Which might make it even better to make you do it.
Right, exactly.
Actually, you have the only hard part already from...
That's true. I do. I have it right here. And I'm going to hold it in such a way that it's not obvious. And people will have to guess.
There you go. That'll work.
Okay.
I'd sent this to Matt and I said, 3D print this for me. And that's about the only way you could make it not obvious. I agree.
Yeah. There it is. That's the door. That's the grill, guys. That's what
yeah. Is it a grill? It's not a door.
Yeah.
So
it's a power wagon. Sorry. I got a couple of things here. One moment, please. Thank you to Chuck's RC Habit. Good evening, guys. Looking forward to the comp series. Hope I hadn't missed it. No, you have not missed it. We started with episode 1 today. Can you tell us about Class 0? Thank you both for your content and insight. Class 0, not still officially recognized by Sorka.
Never heard of her.
Unfortunately, for some of us.
I don't know if there's anything about I've heard like rumors of an unofficial Class 0 thing, but nothing official, and it's obviously not much of a concern.
Certainly not for you anyway.
Right.
But Class 0 is sort of like, imagine, if you will, they call them dollhouse trucks, which I really am offended by. But it's essentially like the half track, or I guess even this Range Rover could qualify as Class 0.
Yeah.
Because it's using real tires under 4.19, and they have to be branded. They have to have a door opening or a panel that opens somewhere.
Yeah. Right.
Full interiors, no exposed anything. You get extra points for a motor. If your hood opens, you have to have a motor in it. It's like, gets pretty extreme.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gunnar Nissen. Hello, how are you? Hello, everybody. Tonight's code, hashtag I'll sleep when I'm dead. Well, I'll sleep whenever I want.
It has begun for me.
Yes, it's true. And I've pinned that. Thank you, Dana. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Dana. I've pinned that as well. SatisfiedJerky.com. 10% off of your jerky. Go get the sweet
get some.
Or the turkey jerky or the mango habanero. Oh,
I just had a whole bunch of the mango today, actually.
It's so good.
Delish.
It's got the right amount of like that tangy mango.
And just the right amount of heat.
Yeah. Pretty freaking awesome.
Did anyone track down that kid at the park with Matt's truck?
There was a rumor, unconfirmed of course, that your Earth roamer has been spotted at a park.
No kidding. In Texas.
in Texas. No, in California. The man said he bought it while he was in Texas. For $500.
It's a pretty good deal.
So unconfirmed.
It's a pretty good deal, though.
Yeah. Ed Camino,
doing my best,
sir. Hello,
doing
sir.
my
Super
best to
excited.
remain smiley.
Super excited to order my truck from you in the next week or so. Going to be my top-notch build. Can't wait. Thanks for all the help. No problem. Ed and I have been talking about a upcoming pro build, which
fun.
I'm always a fan of.
Very cool. West Desert Wheeler, thank you, sir. Thank you, Logan. Matt, I greatly appreciate you mentioning my tires in today's video. I should have a batch available on my website Friday afternoon if anyone's looking for something. No soliciting.
Yeah. You got to buy a vendor start for that.
Get out of here. That's fine. Thank you, Logan, for allowing me to purchase those with money. No
Good
discounts.
in exchange for services. Snobs.
That's a huge grill. That's just the intercooler. It's a Jeep. It's always a Jeep.
I even said, I was like, hey, Jeeps were easy. Let me tell you, this one doesn't have a flat panel on it.
Not a single one.
And that was
not even that part that I showed you is flat. Everything on there is a curve.
So the hard part with buying a file like we're talking about, these CG files, is that they're a surface, they're a mesh. There's no thickness, no dimension to, in a way like that. So you can't take them and then do something with them in the normal sense of 3D printing or CAD. So, and the fact that we're not trying to print our body, while Matt has a part that is printed, it may be one of the very few parts that in the end stays printed.
Yes, correct.
As far as external parts go. Trying to take them and then turn them into a solid so that we can either 3D print or machine or vacuum form over them is what takes a tremendous amount of work from someone who is unskilled in the area like I am. And like even the people who are skilled in surfacing, like Nick's, is not aware or familiar with the process that I'm trying to do. So people, like, we sit on opposite ends. Like, I can design a part that I 3D print, super simple. And he can take and design these complex shaped things for video games. Not simply, I'm sure it's difficult, but I'm saying, like, he can do that comfortably. He can do that quickly in comparison.
Better than you can.
Trying to make both of those worlds live in the same space is just like, very
not easy.
Like Ben says, similar to a file to a 3D scan. Exactly.
Yes.
It's very similar in the way that it's a surface that isn't a thing. And to be able to use that to print or model or, machine is very different. It is very similar to that. And using the better types of files that he showed us helped tremendously and get there quicker, but not quickly.
That was a fun Discord sesh. I really got some insight into how he does what he does.
Matt and I had a 2-hour Discord call with him. And if you play BeamNG, you've probably seen like the Nix wheel packs. That's who he is. And he actually, he learned how to do that because he wanted to make parts for his RC crawler initially. So
that's right.
And he was like, I want to get a 3D printer, so I'm going to learn how to draw. And then he learned how to draw all these crazy, nice, detailed models. And he never got a 3D printer. And he uses
he has one. He just never uses it.
Is that what it was? Either way.
Yeah, I think he bought one, but he literally hasn't taken it out of the box.
Yeah. So now he just makes super awesome parts for video games, which are some of the best.
It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, really is.
Should we jump into mail call?
Sure. I only have 2 little things, I think.
Great. I've got lots of things.
All the things.
Lots of stuff today. I'll go first.
Okay. I had one of those like heart palpitation moments when I thought about what was in the background and if I moved everything. Look at you.
You're got RS3. A new Ronin RS3 Mini. This is it's the Cadillac of automobiles.
Dude, is it not nice?
It's so nice. It's so much better than what an upgrade from what I had. And I found out that you can control a lot of the functions on this through Bluetooth. You don't even need the cable. Yeah.
Well, that's
you can control all kinds of stuff on there.
I should look into that on mine.
Yeah. Pretty solid investment, and you can do the upside down mode like I usually do, which is great.
Same.
Yeah, it's rock solid. I'm super happy with this. This was a good investment. I can't believe how cheap they are now.
I know, for how good they are. Like, I paid $600 some odd for my Crane V2.
Exactly, same.
2017 or so.
Yes.
And I've been rocking it since then. I'm like, this is fine. What do I need anything? Oh, I was so wrong. Yeah. So congratulations there.
Thanks. It's a great thing. If anybody is curious about how I shoot all my running videos, that's how I do it. I use that one-handed on a monopod, so it gets really nice and low to the ground, like basically this far off the ground. And I just kind of run behind my RC as I drive.
Waddle, waddle, waddle. Speed waddle.
Ninja walk.
I got in a delivery from a company called Stupid RC. That is the name of their...
Right up your alley.
Stupid RC. And I got this piece here, which is a Nismo front splitter.
Nice.
For the GTR body, and a Skyline GTR rear wing.
Sick. What's that made out of? Aluminium?
Yes, and Delrin. Or
cool.
Acetal. And it's made so that these standoffs sit on top of the molded in standoffs on the body, but I'm going to not do that. I'm going to take these off and just attach this right to the body. It'll sit a little bit lower, but it looks infinitely better than the...
Are you sure? Or do you think that they'll do stuff for the Viper body?
Oh, it's a good question.
Maybe ask them if you get on the line.
I've never talked to them. I just ordered from their stupid website, and they shipped me their stupid parts.
How fast was the shipping? Stupid fast.
Yeah, stupid fast. That's the interesting thing. It probably took a week to get to me. But that was FedEx Express from Brazil for $10.
Oh my gosh.
So these guys are out of Brazil. I actually met them at NERSA last year.
The question is, how do they make money? The answer, volume. Scumbag RC, thank you very much. Great show. Thank you for making Hump Day amazing every week.
Hump that, hooch mama. Thank you.
Yeet, skirt, yeet, skirt, yeet, skirt, yeet.
Rap graphics, thank you, sir. Mary Beermas o'clock from Hot and Muggy, Australia. SPG got the donation last week, even though I know you share.
We don't
this week, I guess.
Josh gets nothing.
Nothing. Can we talk about anti-donations?
We can in a moment.
Go for it.
Wait, is that? I got more things. Yeah. Sorry, some more stuff to show you. One of the gents who has purchased a few of my trucks now, Teleguided is his screen name. His name is also Matt, but it's French Matt, so it's probably Mathieu. He was like, "Can I send you something?" I said, "Well, you bought a lot of my trucks, so you don't have to send me anything. You've already sent me money." But he insisted, so he sent me a little card here. I like money. It says, "Hey Matt, thanks for the SBG builds. Was very chuffed. Here are some tools I quite enjoy." He sent along some tools, and the card he drew pictures of all the trucks that he bought from me.
He got the Class 2.
Class 2.
Did he buy your Willies?
He got the Willies.
And the 4-door Toyota cab with the dualies.
Yeah, the long bed Toyota. And what's this one?
Did he get the Marlin?
Yeah, he bought the Marlin too.
Nice.
So he sent me some of his favorite tools. I don't know if you're familiar with Nipex.
am I ever. They're the best.
Oh,
They're
this
the
is so like.
best.
It's a spring-loaded adjustable wrench.
Like,
Incredible.
I admittedly am slow on the highest quality level tools, game, but the Nipex
There
stuff,
he is. He's in there right now.
anytime, they're the best. These are the mini
Yeah.
shock pliers that I use, the snap ring pliers for like shock.
Oh yes. Yeah.
These are the J0s. If you guys ever need, get the Nipex J0s. They're the perfect
Yeah.
size. They're the best build quality I've ever seen.
And then he
Nipex
also sent along some drivers here. Look at these fancy drivers. They are German
Beet?
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. High quality tools. And then I don't know why, this must have been a mistake, but I sent him a bunch of RC 4-wheel drive pens because I got lots.
I think you wear.
Wera. And for some reason, when I sent him the pens, this must have been an error, but he sent them back to me.
That's amazing. You get these back.
No thanks. Son of a bitch. Thank you very much, Matt. Much appreciated. That was really kind of you.
Amazing. Send the pens back.
And then I real quick, I got a bunch of Traxxas upgrades for the TRX4Ms.
What?
So there's a few things in there that I have to do.
Oh shit! I forgot one. That reminds me. Hold on.
And then also, Axial and Tony from CCXRC sent me a bunch of upgrades for the SCX or AX24. Pardon me. So I've got new motors for the AX24, and then Axial sent all the hop-ups they make for the AX24. So we've got carbon fiber.
Yes.
We've got brass. We've got more brass. We've got servos. Some brass. We got everything. We got everything in there that you want.
That is the exact same thing I went and grabbed.
So there will be.
I have an idea.
Hit me. And is this another build?
It's live. Which of us can get all of these parts installed first?
Well, I'm glad I didn't start. We can do that.
I think that's what we do.
We could do that next Wednesday.
Done. That's the way to do it. We've been talking about that live build off. This is the way.
Yep.
Thick. All right, putting those up with my AX24. Oh,
thanks.
Shit.
Thank you, Tony. What happened? Are you okay? Spill your beer?
No. Drop my scales.
Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. Best quality tools, worst quality pens.
Aardvark Spleen, thank you, sir. Those adjustable wrenches are badass. Not the pliers, but the crescent wrench things. You need a set. Part number 8603125-300. Oh, dash. Saving. Right-clicking. Copy.
These ones? This one?
Yes, exactly those. Yes, saved. $52.
This is awesome. I'm going to use this all the time. Quality. So, okay, that's it for mail call. I mean, yes, that's all. We've got a lot of other stuff to gripe about tonight.
We all knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew it was a possibility of coming.
Yep.
It appears I was the winner. I was the lucky winner of being scammed on eBay. This might make a truck item, which I was like tore up about how it went too high, and I felt like I needed to. So I purchased a VS410 Phoenix kit. Granted, I get a bit of a discount. And I included that in the box as well. Just to be like, hey, I want you to be I 100% know that this will make a truck then. So included that, shipped it off, eBay dispute. Buyer does not recognize this transaction.
Here's my guess. This sucks because that was not an insignificant amount of money.
Nope, it was about $900.
Yeah. So my guess is that it was a kid who used some parent's credit card.
Right. You never know. Not a buyer with zero feedback or anything like that. Over 40 transactions previously. Whole deal.
Wow.
Yeah. So
what happens in this case?
I have no idea. I responded being like, because the buyer had messaged even through eBay, being like, hey, can I pick this up? Because they're not far from me.
So,
and then was just like,
meet with them?
No, because they messaged again. And was just like, actually, just ship it. It's fine. So, you know.
So
I provided.
If they don't recognize,
shows delivered the whole deal.
Yeah. So if they don't recognize the transaction, but they have all the goods, do they have to return the goods then?
Well, I think that it's what the dispute would be or whatever is that like this isn't me. This isn't my, so whatever it is. Like I never got this item. This went to somebody else who used my information, and so
that sucks.
I'm out so you can say I'm just out the parts because the money never became mine in the first place. But I'm out the things that I sent plus the shipping cost. So
wow.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. I've got a few that are still not showing as delivered yet. I mean, Canada, so not mega surprised by that. But I am getting a little bit nervous that they're going to be like, never showed up. Didn't get it.
All of my
I think most of the people I think I've communicated with everybody, so I'm pretty sure that everyone's on the level. This could make a truck has already been delivered, and he's already started building this stuff, so we are good.
Right. The other ones, like GC Coop was one. He got the Santa sleigh, who I know through here, whatever. The bomber build went to a guy named Eric, who's local, who we're Facebook friends. Like it's the Betty, no idea. It just they are close. I'm not that person in the end.
No. You're not gonna show up at their house and be like,
I'm not
so
that guy.
where's my stuff?
It is what it is. So
that's brutal. Let's hope it gets resolved in your favor at least.
It hardly ever does on those type of things.
But you've got like everything shows that it was like there was communication and it was delivered, and oh man.
Hopefully my hope is that it was this transaction number that someone just saw and was like, what is this? Without seeing what it was to, and they'll be like, oh, because I responded immediately, of course, and was like, hey, of course, through the eBay messaging system, they even sent and acknowledged this thing. But my hope is that they're just like, oh, sorry, I was confused for a second. I hit the wrong thing.
Yeah. Oh, Evan, who is in here right now, my Jeep toolkit arrived before last week's stream. It came with a very nice letter and 2 RC four-wheel drive pens that I will display with pride. That's great. Can you go on eBay and confirm that it got delivered so I can get my money? That would be super helpful.
The other thing is that I really wish that I would have like put letters into all of them and everything. Like, and I kind of thought about that late, and I was like, shit. And so I did write a letter in the "this might make a truck" box to like explain that, like, hey, I included this other to try and make sure that this is something that I'm saying that it might make, and I would feel bad paying that amount and then of course it's the one, like, the people that should have got letters didn't, and then that happened. Maybe in the end it will get cleared up. I don't know, but
dang it, brutal.
In the end,
I'm sorry.
Shit happens. Honestly,
totally, yeah.
It is what it is.
Caveat emptor, although in this case it's seller beware, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't understand how, as sellers, we don't get any protection anymore. I didn't order this. Okay, well, you can keep it and we'll not give the guy his money.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
That sucked diddly yucks.
Juicy Coop 2's in here. And he's like, I was expecting a letter. Sorry to hear about the eBay. Juicy Coop, you see? I should have got you and Eric's in here too. I see that above. Yeah.
At least it wasn't the EXO.
Yeah.
That's true. Wonder if Buddy also got a great deal on a Traxxas Earth Roamer. So for anybody who's asking, there's been a couple of people who've been like, well, what happened to the Earth Roamer? I gave it to Traxxas as a thank you for all the work that we've done together and all the support that they've given me over the years. I was like, I want to give something back to you. Maybe you could display it at your, flagship store on top of some other classic Traxxas stuff. That would be cool if you did that. And they did. But then I think somebody at the store misunderstood what it was there for and sold it. But you know what? Hey,
because it was used and painted.
A steal, yeah, used and ruined. If whoever has it is enjoying it and had a smile on their face driving it, cool. No skin off my back. Doesn't bother me anymore.
Agree if they understand what it is. Otherwise, I feel like it's the situation where you're just like, you're not playing with it right. Like,
no, it's no.
That's not how you play.
Slower, not second gear. Yeah, smiling as they were jumping it. Thanks, Checkered Past. You make me feel so much better.
Hot Boy Racing. That's why I don't pass the controller off. You're not playing with it, right?
Yeah, this isn't yours. Yeah, if it was delivered to a verified address and tracking shows delivered... Oh, it's not through... See, this is the problem, though, Junkie Garage. It's not through PayPal anymore. These are linked... we have to link our bank accounts to eBay. That's the only way to get paid now. There's no PayPal anymore.
Yeah, I don't deal with
or PayPal. Or there is.
It's
you
only
can
eBay.
You buy through PayPal. You can pay through PayPal.
But we don't deal with PayPal.
As a seller, you do not get PayPal. You get cash. So they can track in the States all of your purchases and tax you on them.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing that sucks. You're going to get taxed on that money that you don't have.
Well, I don't think so because it hasn't come to me yet.
That's
eBay
true.
I haven't got any money out of eBay yet. So did you offer a 30-day or longer return, to be protected from item not as described claims on eligible transactions? If a buyer makes a false claim, please accept the return and report the buyer. Jarrett, who works for eBay, I believe.
Yes.
I don't know if I clicked that box or not. No idea. I really had no idea. I mean, if I knew, I probably would have, but...
That same guy probably has Matt's 4xe. Entirely likely.
I have no idea. In the end, I have... It's the... I'm not like... It's not the end of the world. I don't... No. I'm not going to say I don't care, because... Listen, $855 minus fees is a shit ton of money.
Yes, it is.
I would, but in the end, if it isn't, I'll move on, and I will still eat dinner. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's
Nicole's
many
gonna have to
people
have
who
Nicole's
would be
gonna have
way
to
worse
eat off the
off.
kids menu, but that's fine. So
At Sizzler.
yeah.
Whatever you do, don't imagine it getting Injora parts put on it as we speak. Yes, DK, that's true. So the new owner filled out the warranty card, and now Matt will get requests to replace the broken printed parts from the junked rollovers.
So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that soapbox for tonight. I'll update you next week.
I bet his partner saw the credit card statement and he said, I didn't order this. What's this stuff? Why does it have my name on a letter? I don't know.
Oh. If there's a silver lining, I was able to write off an $1,100 I lost on my taxes. And I don't know.
Maybe.
I probably not, because I would have to like try and like that I built a truck thing like came from all these other things. I'd have to like show where they can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just
trust
gotta,
me,
like,
it would be more worth it to me to stop mentally putting it as a load on my brain. Like
exactly.
and
Just
move
don't
on.
think about it anymore.
Anyway.
Hey, you want to see a snowmobile?
Yes.
Starting to look more like a snowmobile.
It absolutely is. It looks fantastic. What's the Oh, that's not a windscreen. That was just a weird glare. That looks so good.
Yeah. That's
Absolutely dig it.
Galaxy Black and Galaxy Silver.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's their Pineapple Yellow. That's the Prusa
really?
Pineapple
Prusa?
Yellow.
Ordered another Prusa yesterday.
Did you now? How many does that make?
That'd be 3, but that's because the new one at the office, which is great. I was just like, Brandon needs one of these at home. So I was just like, hey, we should order one for Brandon so he can have it at home.
That's really nice.
Like, yeah.
That's really sweet.
It makes work things faster.
Well, and that makes, actually, it's easier for you because now he's going to come into the office even less. So
right.
you won't have to deal with him telling you to get back to work.
Right. Or sending me parts to be like, can you print this? Just print it in your house.
Yeah. Do you think this snowmobile or a gorilla could possibly, who would win in that fight?
That does look like a gorilla.
Right? I think, Logan just said it's got a Donkey Kong look to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
I can
does.
sort of feel that. Yeah.
But no, I think that thing is super rad. If
it's coming together. It's a lot of pieces still.
In the normal impulsive ways that I think, I'm like, ooh, I should do one of those. But
you won't.
In reality, I don't need to.
You won't. It's taking forever.
Thank you, sir. Evening, guys. What cameras will you be using at the comp, and how do you feel about the Sony FD-RA X53/B 4K HD video recording camcorder? It is what I was looking to upgrade. Ideas? For me, at the event, being that I try and shoot during the day, edit that at night, and upload right away, I kind of do just like run and gun daily vlog style stuff with a GoPro. Strictly GoPro all day.
I'll film. I'll bring my Sony A7C, which is more like it's a full frame camera with interchangeable lenses. I'll bring that, and I'll bring my GoPro. I don't do his thing, so I'll take all the footage home with me and edit it when I get back. But something like that camcorder sounds pretty good. 4K. If it shoots 1080 at 120 FPS, even better. But yeah, I mean, depending on the sensor size, it's probably more than acceptable.
Yeah, I think that those have in-body stabilization, which is a good bonus. Makes it nice.
Yeah, that you need to have IBIS for sure.
Make sure that it's got a good stabilization. If anything, I'll also bring that new Canon M50 that I bought, just because it's still compact, mirrorless, and I bought it because it was less of an investment than my other cameras, but still smaller, so I can, if it gets beat up much, it'll be okay.
Yeah,
but
that's why I had the
1080. Matt uses 4K. I just do 1080.
No, I shoot everything 1080 except for on the bench stuff, like facing this way. This is 4K.
That's what you care about the look of most.
Obviously.
Interesting. I didn't think about this.
Flip it around, just crisscross.
How'd you think?
RC Addict, all of the parts you require for the Ski Ride 2 are Amazon links in the manual that comes with the build. And I have to say, if there's one thing that every 3D printed thing that you can get on My Mini Factory should come with, it's a manual. And this manual is spectacular.
That's impressive.
Spectacular. The amount of time that he spent putting that together. I actually had to message him on Instagram and be like, dude, this manual is the best thing ever. Best.
Yep. And so, instructions in general, manuals, things like that are so much work that go underappreciated, except when they're missing. And in that case, they're just like, where the hell is it?
It's a dang manual.
Tamiya.
Yes, let's talk Tamiya.
Jeez, what?
What a day.
Have they had like 5 engineers just locked up for like the last 3 years?
They must have, because there was not one, but 2 all new platforms that came out today.
And like 13 or 14 new RC kit releases. Some
That's
are
true.
re-re's.
Yes.
Many are new bodies on existing platforms. But then we had like the absolutely new platforms, like that BBX.
That thing looks sick.
It looks so good. Bearings,
So good.
Hex hardware, like
A lot
who
of
are
Hex
these
hardware.
people?
Internal cage structure with body panels on top of it. It's a nice mixture of very retro looks.
Yeah, Grasshopper-esque with modern.
Rough Rider also in there a little bit. Wild One also a little bit of that. And just awesome looking brand new design.
Yeah.
With there's a slipper clutch in that one too.
And like decent sized tires on it. Just overall the whole thing. I was just like, who did this?
Who is this Tamiya?
Yeah, like did they like
I couldn't believe it. I was so impressed.
Blown away. Like I got the email from Tamiya on Monday. And
Same.
It was, like, hey, FYI, you guys are going to get an email on February 1st with the information on new releases from the Nürburgring Toy Fair. There's going to be like 14 new releases, 2 of which are all new platforms. So I'm like, okay, sure they
all
are.
right. Yeah.
It's an all new platform. It's actually the TTO2 backwards, but it's new because that's the front knuckle now.
It's the 20 TT.
Yeah. But no, legitimate, cool new and some of their new body choices were so good. The 992, Porsche 911. They had like a couple of old VWs that looked fantastic. I'm like, couldn't believe it. Come out swinging this year.
Yeah. Dana, that old, the vintage Tamiya video will happen, provided no one puts anything out for any length of time, so I can actually cut that video together.
You're going to be so much younger when that video airs.
No, the amount of stress from like not being able to work on it. Like the problem is I have to build the thing that it is in order to make the video, and I can't, because every time I'm like, you know what I should do? I should build that thing so I can make that video. Something else comes up.
Yep. Do all the re-releases count as RTRs in the new RTR count? No, because they're not RTR. They're kits still. So only RTRs count as RTRs in the RTR count.
That's true. And
so
not a single one of those are RTR.
Right. We're at 9 so far for this year.
Is there a 9er in there?
There was 9 RTR releases in January.
Can you name them all right now?
I could. You have to pay me though. Josh, what are your thoughts on the Axel Fest location this year? Terrain last year seemed like a kind of a bummer. The
Are they doing it
California,
there again?
the same place. So the thing is that, yeah, the terrain is not what it has been in years past. There's no arguing that. They did do a really good job making like a, artificial terrain and art and on other courses that I didn't choose to drive because I go to those events and I have such a good time just talking with people. Like I go and I do drive because I feel like I have to. Like I have to go there and drive something, otherwise it's like, come on. Yeah. But really, I'm just there to hang out and like see friends and meet new friends. Like, that's all I really care about going to those events. So I'm telling you that you can have a good time no matter what. But I didn't do a great job of getting to see a lot of the work that was put into some of like the up high treetop type stuff and things like that.
Whoa.
So I can't give you a real accurate, because I literally ran 3 trails. 2 of them were back to back. They were kind of down low and just over some kind of, dirt trail-ish type stuff. And then I ran the S6 trail. But that was it. So, and I didn't run any like the super tons of work constructed objects that like you get up off the ground at the very start of it, and then you don't touch the ground until the end of the trail.
Wow. That sounds pretty fun. Back to Tamiya for a second.
Yes.
Vidjo said they were looking for ways to move more of those plugs. So they're like, sell more cars. We need more cars to put them on if we're going to get rid of them. We still got 1.8 billion of them. We didn't realize how many zeros that was when we ordered.
I was so surprised to hear Travis in the mod chat today said that he had recently bought that HPI E3 RS4 or something. E10. RS4 E10 or something like that.
Oh yeah, the BMW. Yeah.
And it came with Tamiya plugs too. I had no idea that those were I was just like, what?
How do you think that deal went down? I think HPI was like, hey, you guys are usually really on top of battery connectors. Do you have anything that would be suitable? And they're like, yeah.
It's been so long since I've bought an RTR HPI that I just forgot that they came with Tamiya connectors.
That's so weird. Hey Matt, wondering what editing program you use. Any recommendations? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. But if you're looking to start in something and you do not want to pay for it, I would get Resolve.
DaVinci Resolve. Yeah. Love a bunch of people love
free.
DaVinci Resolve.
A lot of editors I know, myself included, have tried it and used it and actually done jobs in it, and I'm not sold on the interface quite yet. But that's because I've spent so much time in Adobe.
I've never used it, and I used to be I went from iMovie to Final Cut Pro, and then Matt peer pressured me into going to Adobe Premiere.
You're welcome.
Now I'm stuck there, and I can't leave, and he cost me $80 a month.
I get 20 of those dollars every month, too.
You got a referral fee. I actually just pay Matt. It's super weird.
He just uses my extra license. Because you're allowed two installed licenses.
Yeah, with every single one. I've got it on 3.
My Mac and my PC.
I've got it on both my PCs and my Mac, and I just have to
switch it around.
I just have to undo it every once in a while. I jump in.
How do you fly to events with multiple trucks? Do you ship them ahead of time or take them on the plane? I take them on the plane. I have a Pelican case that has cutouts just for 2 trucks, so I can travel with 2 trucks. Ooh, although I'll be using 3 trucks this year, so...
That's exactly what I was just going to say. Like, it gets tricky all of a sudden. But you can put one in a carry-on. And I highly
That's true.
Because at this point, I have always carried them on.
Class 1 is going to be my carry-on.
That's a good call. For me this year, I will likely carry on 2 and check 1. And I'll probably check my class 3. Yes.
Long Tall Texan just said the vehicle you're doing for that Tamiya video might be a Riri by the time you're done. I have news for you. It's already been reread multiple times. That's funny.
Yeah. So, as far as the Adobe thing, yes, I pay a high price a month, but at the same time, I do absolutely feel it's worth it because it's the full suite. And like when I make a video, every time I use Premiere Pro to edit it, I use Illustrator to make my thumbnail, and I use Lightroom likely to import and edit the photo, if not also including Photoshop. So like right away, I'm using 3 or 4 at least of the Adobe programs every time I make a video.
It's my full-time job, and the amount of times I use it every day for about 8 hours a day. So it's good value for me because they pay me $85 a month at my job. So
pure profit at this point.
There probably won't be any room for Camtex this one, but we're still probably going to go to Proline by the Fire, and we'll get another house that has a nice driveway or something.
Have to figure out how to do the Camtech race entry fee program. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah. We'll get maybe like 2 invitational spots. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But yeah, it's this year's going to be fun. We have a lot of builds ahead.
Oh my God, there's no end. Pay Up Sucka, thank you very much. I will bring my Hero 11, but the camera you held up earlier, what was that? And Paranoid checking my electronics filming gear, already carrying on my Class 2 provisions. Checking your electronics and filming gear, I would definitely not do that. This is the A7C. This is the A7C with a Tamron 28-75 mm 2.8 lens. So it's not a cheap lens. I would not put that in checked baggage. I have a camera backpack that I will bring, and then carry-on item. I think you get a backpack and a carry-on item, depending on the airline that you choose.
Yeah, a personal item and a checked bag.
Personal item.
Item and a carry-on.
Don't put your electronics, don't put your cameras in checked bags.
Or
don't
laptops.
Do that.
Or things like that. Yeah, absolutely. No. For like mine, I use a small compact mirrorless for my gimbal work. This is just a little M50, but I put that on that same gimbal that Matt was showing, that Ronin RS3 Mini, and that's the hard part. Like, I could see myself checking this if I needed to.
Yeah, totally. You could check that. Oh, 10 o'clock.
So,
but don't check the actual camera. I think that would be a mistake.
Yeah. It would definitely be at least rolling the dice.
Yeah. RC Journey, if you're looking for pictures of all the Tamiya releases, go to tamiyablog.com. They usually have all the pics there. There was another one.
Yeah.
Did you see that Night Customs posted that Land Cruiser CC02, but it's like a 300 series, like the brand new Land Cruiser?
I did. I've covered that in the news already.
You did? Where was I?
Weeks ago.
Oh, man. I feel dumb. I'm usually on top of this stuff.
Watch the news. Josh, if you're flying out of SAC, don't check any of your trucks. Oh, Eric, you make me so nervous. Eric works at the Sacramento airport. So hearing that from people who work, I'm just like, oh, God.
Oh, you don't want to do that. Those guys
there
hate their jobs.
So that means like I'm bringing, the pack mule, Nicole, so she can carry one on. I may have to carry 2 on or 3 on in some way.
You trust me, that happen.
I can make it happen. I just have.
Hey, I'm flying alone, so I've got to make it happen.
I mean, you could I
could always ship one to
ship it. Yeah, I'm tempted to ship one.
Ship my truck.
Ship my truck. Eric Baker says, I am not kidding. I know that. Oh.
That's great. That's so good.
All
I
right,
love it.
FedEx it is. Except
Yeah. Isn't that funny that you're like, you know what? I'd rather FedEx it than put it on the plane with me.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather have it take a 3-day tour rather than the 8 hours that it'll be safer.
James Story Rice, who has a Unimog, I might add, a full-size Unimog. He said, I built a PVC cage for the SCX6 to travel in a large suitcase. Worked great, arrived safe. So there you go.
It's less of a concern for me of like the physical damage happening to it, and it's more of the entire thing being lost.
It did not arrive. Yeah.
That's
AirTag that sucker for sure.
I know. That honestly, that's a must. I'm going to design that right into the molds for the Class 1.
Great idea. Great idea.
It just gets AirTagged right away.
Instantly. Like, it gets baked into it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is right in the carbon fiber. I know it's only good for a year. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh, ship them to Ben. He can drive them. Yes.
Yeah. Is he go? Are they going?
Ben says, I think, yeah, Ben and Nancy are going to go.
Nice.
So, yeah, Nicole's super pumped too. It is on Nicole's birthday. Did I tell you that?
Yes, you did. That's great.
So,
this is a good idea. Why didn't I see this before? Where is it here? The truck is made of parts. Do you not have pockets? Cargo pants are your friend.
Is that a drive shaft in your pocket? Why, yes, it is.
I promise you, it's for a toy truck.
Real funny.
Okay, you got to put it together. Yeah. Here's my truck. Pay up, sucker. Thank you very much. Well, the wife's coming. She can carry my equipment on, so let's talk elevation acclimation. Yeah, 9,000 feet. No joke. I wonder what Fernie's elevation is, because it's pretty high up in the mountains too.
Yeah, that's 9,000 feet is no joke. I mean, my cardio game has been stepped up quite a bit lately, so I feel like I'll be okay.
Wow.
But Carl Van Wagner, thank you, sir.
Only 1,000 meters.
3,000 feet, and that's
nothing.
not exactly. I work at FedEx in Kansas. Send them UPS. Jesus Christ.
What did he say?
He says, I work for FedEx in Kansas. Send them with UPS.
That's great. That's really good. I love it.
No. Oh, no.
That's amazing.
At 9,000 feet, the air is real thin. I'm getting ready to huff and puff, boys. I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like Donna
I feel like I'm going to...
is about 9,000 feet. So...
Oh, that's nothing. I've been up there. That's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's easy. I'm at peak physical perfection, Josh.
Like, my back.
Oh, my God. God dang. Actually, I bent down to put on the dog's boots the other day, and I was like, doink! Oh!
That whole statement was the most ridiculous thing.
It's winter.
You said I put the dog's boots on with such a straight face.
It's winter. There's salt. We use salt here, dummy.
Okay.
Poor dog.
I grew up with...
What? Did you have a dog when you were a kid? Did they walk around in the salt all day?
They lived outside.
Yeah, but is there like just mounds of salt sitting around where you were?
There's salt in place, like on sidewalks.
Uh-huh.
That boot
when it says cold
understatement.
Oh my God. When it's as cold as it is here, the salt really affects them.
I grew up in Nebraska.
Doesn't mean anything. I'm not broken. That's my comp stance. Oh, man. If you guys could have seen me at Proline by the Fire that year. What year was that? 2018?
Yes. Yes, you were very broken. You were
very broken. Better start riding your Peloton with an air resistance mask. Good idea. Boots for the crystal shifters.
Mask's going to look like Bane.
I wish I had a quote for right now, but I don't. See, Logan is with me. Matt protecting his dog's feet is great. In summer, I can't take mine on the rocks. She'll burn her feet. Exactly. They have mounds of salt just all around in Canada. On my street, they do, Wes. It's so like we're on the subway line. So the city goes, well, we can't have people slipping on the way to the subway. So they lay down like 2 inches of salt on every sidewalk. Just bleh. Salt really hurts their feet. Thank you. See, I'm not alone in this. Yeah, way more salt in Matt's city than Josh's little shanty town. Nebraska doesn't get Wyoming or Canada cold. Thank you, Blue Dooley. I appreciate that.
All of you guys, I'm sure all of your Pomeranians' feet are very delicate.
I don't have a Pomeranian. Have you seen my dog?
I'm talking about the other people who put booties on their dogs too.
It's everybody I know.
Everybody
I know with a dog.
Everyone in your neighborhood, I can believe.
It's not that kind of neighborhood. What do you think? I'm not one of those guys. Okay, I don't live in a fancy neighborhood. I live in a neighborhood with people in it.
Everyone on your street has Restoration Hardware numbers on the front of their house.
No, they don't. Only I do, and a couple other people.
You're waiting for those other houses to get torn down and built back up.
Yeah, there's one down the street. It's taken like 2.5 years. Last time I saw them was early November, and I was like, "When do you think you're gonna be in?" They're like, "Oh, probably by the 1st of December." I was like, "No, you're not." You don't think so? I was like, "No." There's no front of the house.
Yeah, seems like a problem.
Like we're going on what? It's February now. They're still not in.
Yeah.
Slow going.
That's that contractor problem, you know.
New Hampshire here, they salt like crazy. That was my New Hampshire accent.
You know what? I've not spent any time up in the Northeast, so
yeah. So
Boston
suck it.
On the TV, I can't do them. But yeah, you can. Like someone says, I bet his dog wears Doc Martens.
Just regular dog boots.
Just regular, everyday dog boots.
Does the dog wear Adidas slides in the summer? Nope, that's just me. Salt is better than the beet juice that Edmonton uses? They use beet juice in Edmonton?
Kansas City, like a lot of states that are a little bit further south. The further south you get, you'll find more beet juice. Beet juice is effective the same way, except it doesn't work when it gets as cold. So, and it's also a little bit better for the environment. Salt can have a lot of negative effects on roadside fauna. Is it fauna?
Yes.
But
flora and fauna.
The flora. Roadside flora, not fauna. Maybe the fauna.
This beet juice don't rust. It's true.
No snap on snack.
Did I send you that picture of that other one that I found? Let me see if I gotta find that for everybody. Oh my god. I hope I saved that because that was the best.
Beet juice is better on salad. Beets are the worst, period. The worst. Ugh. Beets taste like dirt. Period.
We ran out of frozen fruit because I make smoothies every morning. We ran out of frozen fruit, and I was like, "Oh shoot, what have we got? Hey, I got some beets." So I tossed two Beets in with a bunch of like other stuff that we usually put in our smoothies. And it was like eating a bag of wet sand.
You guys
Here's
are
the
the
other.
Todd and Margot of RC world. Jesus Christ.
What? Because we have, okay. You know what, man? Just for once, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say you will soon join me
Smoothies
because
in the morning, dog booties, but not.
yeah, and what was the other thing you used to make fun of me doing? Peloton.
I don't
So
think that
welcome to
was
the
a thing.
cult, you fool. All right, this is the other one that I found that I thought was really funny.
Throw bread on me.
Why is the carpet wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot.
All that, and then jumps in his Volvo and silently pulls away.
We were out. Here's a funny anecdote. We were out for dinner last night. I'm not sure why this reminded me of this story, but we were out for dinner last night with our financial advisor. He paid, which is never a good sign. That means it wasn't a good year.
Tough year, huh?
Not a good year. We're sitting there for dinner, and there's this kid who keeps like popping up over the other booth and like staring at us. I was like, "What do you want?" Because I'm really good with kids, obviously. And kid goes away for a while, and all of a sudden, like Rebecca is like, she's like shuffling her feet around under the table, and she goes like that. 'Cause she thought there was something trying to grab her leg. She kicked the kid right in the head because the kid was crawling around underneath the couch. I was like, hey,
it's probably okay.
Get out from under there, go eat your dinner. And the lady, whose kid I guess it was, turns around and goes, "Oh, we knew that he was under there." I'm like, I don't care if you knew. I don't want him under there.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have a Nike swoosh on the side of his forehead.
He's gonna get a dog boot straight in the face.
Or I'm sure it probably would have been like a red, swipe from the Louboutins or something. But it's.
You must think I have a really fabulous life.
I mean, it sounds awfully fancy to me. I don't have any dog boots laying around.
Well, you don't have a dog either, so that's good.
I
think that was a little strange, if I'm honest.
You're welcome. I'm really looking forward to when we get together in June.
It's always a nightmare for me. It's always a waking nightmare. I like seeing Nicole and my friends Ben and Nancy, Phoenix and Jeff, who was there the last time as well.
Jeff was there. Joe was last time.
Joe Mosja and his wife.
And Fish didn't make it last time. I believe Fish is going to still make it this time. Joe's been talking about it. Yep.
Fish is coming out. That's great.
Yeah, sounds like it. So,
all the way to Colorado.
All the way to Colorado. Exactly. Fish and I have competed in Colorado many times together. So,
yes,
I've never competed at this in this area of Colorado before, though. I've never, while I have driven north out of Denver, like up towards Wyoming, I've never gone up and then west into the mountains in that area. So Looking
I've
forward to it.
I've been to the airport in Colorado. That's it.
Oh, it's such a cool, it's such a different type of rock.
Yes.
So
Cool.
and of course, like when we compete in Morrison, it's almost like Utah, but up in the Rockies, it's
It's more trees.
so pretty rad. Really, really looking for it. Stretch.
Volvo is as fancy as it gets. It's not a Range Rover.
Private detectives can be affordable. Get TriStar to investigate eBay guy. Also, beetroot tastes wonderful on Aussie egg burgers.
Oh, yes,
What?
mate. Absolutely. But it's
What's
probably
an
a pickled beet, no?
What's an egg burger?
Well, imagine a hamburger, but they put an egg on it.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic. I love
Yeah.
that. I was.
I
wondering
bet you
if
the
it was like-
beets are pickled as well, I bet. Instead of like a pickle, you get a pickled beet.
no.
Oh,
beets are-
Moose Jaw got Class 1 and 2 tickets looking for a Colorado High hot tub.
Nice. Well, Moose
Have
Jaw,
we found a place yet?
I don't think so. I think that we need to look. We're going to look in the Fort Collins area, though.
Well, don't tell everybody. We don't need the groupies showing up, okay?
Yeah, I'll give you guys the address. You can see if you can find a house nearby. But we'll look in the Fort Collins area. That way we can have all the
Will there be what was the name of that restaurant we went to in Alabama?
country roads, Easy Street.
Easy Streets.
You see where I got that? Country roads, Easy Street. It all makes sense.
Yeah, it's true.
Roads take me home.
Kiwis use pickled beets. Right on. I'm down with that.
Is the Class 1 going to be a Volvo? While that is a very reasonable suggestion.
Such a great idea.
Also, I will say, someone in the comments of my video.
Got it right?
Yep. I was just like, no kidding. All right.
They probably don't know how we're going to do it, though.
No. Most definitely not.
Yeah.
So
There's always an easy street in every town. I don't know, man. Those steaks for like $12 were pretty good.
yeah, I can't imagine we're going to find. Well, maybe because Denver, not an affordable place. Red Feathers, where we're going, very touristy, up high in the mountains, not going to be a very affordable place. Fort Collins, I feel like, is going to have our best chance because it is a college town. So, I feel like
I'd lower the expectations on the mountains. Harry and Lloyd didn't see any.
that's actually the Class 1 is the Honda mini bike. So just wait till you see how we accomplish this.
How do they do it?
I found a place for $159 a night in Red Feather. Well, that's actually pretty impressive.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, well, Fort Collins is still 50 miles from Beaver Meadows. Yep, I expected that. They said it's about 45 minutes to Beaver Meadows from Fort Collins, but you sure end up with a lot of options for things. So and we're not.
If the
driving
comp
up and
starts
back.
at 9, we'll be there at 9:30.
Yeah, easy. 10 o'clock latest.
Yeah. When's
outside?
the driver's meeting? Oh, 2 hours ago. Oops.
Yeah. Cool. Anybody video it? Need it for the
Was there
blog.
anything pertinent? Anything out of the ordinary that we should hear about?
Ben says, then there will be the late bus, which Nicole was always on.
Yeah.
And that day that it started snowing while we were competing, I found her in there. I was just like, what are Nicole? Like where's Nicole go? She goes, Nicole and Nancy are in the Explorer drinking White Claws. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. Like,
Well, it is 9:30.
they've been in there a while, like most of the afternoon. Like,
All day.
it is cold.
I didn't get that.
Oh, why does Siri always think that I'm asking her a question? A Volvo C303 would be sick. Yeah, I've done a few of those in my day. You had 2 pairs of gloves this whole time? I feel like we need to really lean into that this year.
I know. That's we should have done let's see. The Mutt Cuts Class 1, the Lamborghini Diablo. Was it Diablo or Countach?
I believe it was a Countach.
Wasn't it?
Oh no, yeah, you're right. It was a Diablo. Yeah.
And what would be the Class 3? The limo?
Yeah. And of course, we'd both have to paint them like powder blue and orange.
Right.
Yeah. At 9,000 feet, one White Claw lasts all night. I forgot about that.
That is true.
I remember that was one of the warnings at the at Axial Fest. They're like, be sure to stay hydrated, and by hydrated we mean water, because you will get hammered. And people did. Yep.
You know what? At most of the RC events, I find that the altitude is rarely all that much of an effect on that. They're like, we're here for 3 days.
Let's do it.
Number 1 on the checklist here is drain this cooler. So
Kentucky Sky. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same color.
Yeah.
The limo with Petey as the hood ornament. Pretty bird. Pretty
was
bird.
a 1993 Diablo in the movie. Non-SV.
Well, it wouldn't have been an SV in 93.
That's what I said, non-SV.
Right, it wouldn't have been.
So, yeah, that is the other thing. 9,000 feet, early June. We're going to need to have our Dumb and Dumber snow boots ready.
Yeah.
It is a possibility.
Yeah.
So, meaning that I will buy them when I get there if I need them.
Oh my God. I'll just bring my my Blundstones. Good enough.
And your dog boots.
Basically the same thing. Hey Matt, where was the ski ride manual? It's the files are in the computer. When you download
in the computer.
When you download the file, the whole zip, there is a manual in there. I think it's in like a documentation folder or something.
Fish Bill, thank you, sir. Would a VS410 Ultra be Class 1 legal? I believe that, yes, it would be fully Class 1 legal now. I don't think... Oh, sorry. Other than you need 4.19 tires. So, yeah.
Wienermobile, also a good guess.
Oh, that's right.
Somebody did that.
Devlin.
Devlin did that. Yeah.
Devlin did the Oscar Mayer
Wienermobile. Did he win?
So portals are legal now. Portals have always been legal. There's never a rule.
Never not been legal
at any time. Casey Crawler, any shock recommendations for a Rift-based bouncer? I have not built a Rift, like a custom Rift-based bouncer, but I would still probably go Proline Pro Specs, just because if I'm going for a large bore displacement, or I would just go straight 8th scale shocks. Like I would go with an 8th scale race shock from, Techno or Associated or somebody like that. If I really needed control, as long as you could find a spring that was the appropriate, stiffness or lack thereof, you'd probably be all right. So, yeah.
One whiskey and Coke at Donner and I was ripped. Story. I remember having some moonshine one year at Axial Fest.
I was gonna say it was, yeah. That's
from
SBC. No, that's where Nicole usually finds it.
She's She's like
She always
a
knows.
shine sniffing dog.
She knows what. She's like, is Chris here? I'm like, probably. Let's look for his trailer. And look around. Like, oh, there's Chris. Some of that apple pie. Yep. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff.
Kidding.
So,
can I recommend some good-looking military-style 1.9s? No.
Military.
Wait. Yes. Locked Up RC. Locked Up RC has some good ones.
The wheels or the tires?
I think he's talking about wheels.
Because otherwise you can go with like the Incision Panzers. They've got that military style. But if you're looking about tires, then the Pro line Destroyers, what are they called? I don't remember. I'm on my Unimog. Pay up, sucka, RC. Thank you, sir. Staying in Loveland, 220 a night. Not too bad. Best Westy, 53 minutes drive to Reds. What weight oil you guys be using in your shocks? Will you share? It really depends on our weight of the car when we're done. I'm going to try and be very weight conscious on the Class 1 this year. On all the trucks, really. So I'll probably be staying pretty light. I'm
going to do my
30,
best to
40, 50 weight range.
I'm going to josh these trucks so hard this year.
Would you drive me? I'd drive me.
Troy,
give
what was this? What was this set of springs that you bought for shocks? How did they work out? Oh, I didn't know. These springs I did not buy for shocks. I bought these springs for the ski ride because you need 2 of them.
So get the kit.
So I bought 200.
Yeah. Troy Gibbler, getting ready to order a Prusa. Would you order the kit or the assembled? Let me tell you, I've bought both. Buy the assembled.
Kit. Buy the kit. Buy the kit because then when when something breaks, you know how to fix it.
Buy the assembled. It is, unless you just want to spend 8 to 10 hours of your life, dedicated 8 to 10 hours.
I'm so happy I built that thing. I'm so happy I built it.
Would have much rather, after buying the kit and building it myself, I should have bought the assembled one. And then when I bought the one for work, I was like, I'm buying the assembled one. And then bought another one and bought the assembled one. I should have bought Brandon the kit. Made his ass assemble that thing.
You get the other bonus to the kit is that you get a bag of Haribo gummy bears. So
buy it assembled, get the gummy bears, have a beer, and print something. Anybody? There you go. Look at me go.
If I were to do it again, having now built one, I would buy the assembled kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've already built one.
It's not that,
and it came in very handy because I went back to my 0.4 nozzle after the 0.6 nozzle basically decided to eat the rest of my print thing, the hot end.
Matt had an installation error, I think. My 0.6 nozzle has been a rock star. Matt had issues right away.
I like it way better. The print quality out of a 0.4 nozzle, you can see vast differences between the two. I would not go to a 0.6.
Barely noticeable. No.
That's because Josh doesn't notice good things. He's not good at, quality. Josh will always take speed and efficiency over quality.
I mean,
if you want it done, call Josh. If you want it done right, but 4 weeks from now, call me.
Which model person? Matt and I both have the Mark III Plus.
i3 Mark III Plus S3.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sniner.
Yeah. i3 Mark III Plus S.
i3 Mark III S Plus.
That's what I said. The response here, as Matt's roof cracks off completely. Yeah.
It didn't crack off completely. It cracked, but it stayed on.
Are you going to get the XL? I don't know. It's a thought.
No.
Like there's times where I wish I did have the larger bed. Only very few times ever. If I was going to buy a second one at all right now, I think what I would do is keep my Prusa, and I'd buy one of like the P1 carbons or whatever, P1PXC, whatever the hell that thing's called. And I would try that out, but I'm not getting rid of my Prusa anytime soon.
It's the best thing I've ever bought.
Yeah.
For this hobby.
So, yep.
Just look at this thing. You could print this on anything probably, but it wouldn't look like that. It's good.
They do look. It just works so well every time out of the box.
Like this piece here, just this one piece, 14-hour print. I just did it. No problem.
Just did it. Bamboo X1 carbon. That's probably what I would, if I was going to like buy another one to have two, that's what I would buy. Would I only have that one? No. Right now, no. But I would try it as well.
Hammerhead Eye Eagle Thrust, Jeff.
The Jeff Eagle Thrust. Is it worth it compared to an Ender 3? I have an Ender, but constantly fiddling with it. Definitely would like to just hit the button and let it go. Yes, it is. And that is the reason.
That's why.
That's why we both have these, because I don't feel like screwing with it all the time. And
yeah, I don't have to do anything to this. Now that I know how to put glue on the bed, it's perfect every time.
Yeah. Look into the open source Voron. I'm not interested. I don't feel like, I just want the done deal, pay someone for the work that they've done that is refined. I just want it done and it works, and that's it. That's all I want. I don't want another research project.
No, exactly. I love Vigio sometimes. Needs 2 springs, buys 200. Needs 30 nails, buys 1,000. Dog wears boots. That's so good. Oh yeah, hey, King of Hammers. That's right. We can talk about King of Hammers.
Yes, we can.
That's starting up.
So some of the like the early stuff has already happened. King of the Motos. This weekend we'll have the trick truck races, or whatever they want to call it, because I can't say trophy truck because that's score licensed. And then throughout the week, we'll have Everyman Challenge and qualifying and all that kind of stuff. Next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday is the big show.
Yep. So, I'm going to start. I like the qualifying. I would like watching the
qualifying is great. Power hour stuff, the whole deal.
Yep. And apparently, if you were a past subscriber, which I am, this year is free. It's free now. Oh. Yeah, didn't you get the email?
Probably didn't check it.
Yeah, there was like, I think it's because it's like even more heavily sponsored now that they were just like, you know what? Don't pay.
Is it still the premium feed where I don't have to watch as many commercials?
I don't know.
Because that's all I care. If there is one that still has that then great.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I think Chaz Stuffit Car Gang, I think you keep wanting to see this snowmobile, and I've shown it like 3 times now, but here it is again. I think you've even mentioned you wanted to see it. There it is. Snowmobile.
Done.
Yeah, it's always free on YouTube, but you got to watch a bajillion ads.
Yeah, if you get the premium one, you get some extra shots. You get no ads, or the ads are down in the corner. And it's freaking worth it. Yeah. You get a separate chat feed, I think. so you don't get as many light bright comments. That's a joke.
They're going to be there again, guys.
It's not my joke. It's a KOH joke. It happens the last couple of years. But I don't think they're racing this year.
No, they're not, because it's too much work.
Firefox with ad blocker. No, the ad, it's embedded into that feed.
It's the feed.
You're not going to have an ad blocker to do anything.
Yeah.
Plus, if you're using ad blocker, you're just, taking away from YouTubers' liveliness.
Yeah, don't do that. The light bright comments should be fewer, maybe.
Yeah, or way more. They're like, where the hell are they? You guys haven't shown them.
Why aren't they racing? Yeah, screw this. I'll go to the OnlyFans.
Backdoor challenge this year. For those that don't know, that's a segment. It's called Backdoor Challenge. They try and race up backdoor. Fastest time wins. It's a real thing.
What's that? Chocolate Thunder.
Sometimes it's, instead of Backdoor Challenge, it's at Chocolate Thunder. These are real trails. It's just an unfortunate name. Or fortunate, depending on your stance on the marketing. So sometimes they call it the SRRS versus Ultra 4 shootout at Chocolate Thunder, or the Backdoor Challenge, or Backdoor Shootout, one or the other.
Dana just said cougar butts.
Yeah.
I think it's pronounced buttes.
Yeah. Brian Chambers says, man, I need to upgrade the stream as I sit here and watch an ad for dog boots. It is at Chocolate Thunder this year.
He said, Inspector 71 said, I tried to sign up for King of Hammers Premium and it said the feed was free. So there you go. Maybe like a thank you.
Maybe.
Let's
hope.
You.
Let's hope it's still
Joshua David, like Nicole on Friday. Is that your middle name, David?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep, sure is. Yeah, she middle named me for something. I don't remember what it was.
You probably really offended her. Which comes quite naturally to you.
Yeah. Her delicate sensibilities.
Yeah.
But I swear. So tonight, my plan after our stream is to get back to work on the modeling of the Class 1. I have not told you yet. I'm designing. So we're designing molds to do carbon fiber again. I think everybody's gathered that. So for the side of the vehicle that we're choosing, there's some options.
There's a correct guess in here too, by the way.
I saw one in the chat here as well. The side, what we have to decide is if we're going to do one piece or if we're going to split it up, fender, door, fender type thing. Either way, I've got to get to a point where I have all of that kind of ready to go. But I
vote for one panel for the side.
I can see it. It will make attachment easier. So for that,
a lot less likely for things to fall off.
Yeah.
But remember, kids, when you're gluing your windshields in, use everyone's favorite clear glaze glue. Glue and glaze.
Glue and glaze.
For making crystal clear windows and bonding canopies and most plastics. By Deluxe Materials.
So
at fine retailers everywhere.
What I haven't told Matt is that I'm going to design the mold, prepare it, all that, give him the file. The problem might be that it's going to have to be cut,
split,
and molded or printed in two parts.
Yeah.
But I might CNC machine my mold.
Well, if you're going to do that, you might as well make two. and then FedEx it to me with the 2.2 wheels I'm going to order.
So we're gonna see. That is a lot. That's in preparation of that is what what that Stepcraft order was all about for my dust extraction and things like. Because I'm gonna do, if I do it that way, which I'm thinking I may, I'm going to do it out of MDF. So it's a lot of dust, sawdust. And I don't plan to sit there for hours as that CNC goes a half a millimeter over at a time. So it'd be much nicer if I could just turn the vac system on and walk away. We'll see.
Crawler Baller, thank you very much. Maybe someone at King of Hammers needs to rename their rig Red Rocket. Oh boy.
I did a backdoor shootout live watch along one year. Was
that at King of Hammers or
no
the strip club?
It was actually in Kansas City. When I was back there. It's a good time. It was the first year of the backdoor shootout, actually. I was like, I gotta see what this is all about. So cut that job loose on the Haas at work. We don't know Haas at our place.
Ugh. Yuck.
We want some high quality Japanese type machines. But I mean, I don't know. I could, like, it's offered, be like, hey, if you want to put this on something, you can. But I'm just like, I have such a hard time. Like, I just feel like I want to put it on my machine and just go for it.
Come on. If they're offering it up at work,
I know.
I want that one.
Right. I don't know. It's such a hard time. I
understand why you feel that way because of the amount of time theft that you currently do at work.
False.
It would feel awkward for you to then use the machines for a personal project, unlike all of the time you use for personal projects at work.
There's almost none. Thank you. But either way, I just feel like our production is very important. So I take that seriously. And therefore, and hey, if I do it on my machine and I learn something, it makes the next one better and easier. And I learn the next, I can just keep going. So
Matt tells us about glue and glaze as if he's used it before. Well, I have, but just not in any of my comp builds. Ken Venturino, if you've got a question, you can DM me on Instagram. I will be happy to answer there. Class 1 name, Time Theft.
I'm building all three of my comp build. I feel like I should do a similar theme through all of them.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that livery I found, that's a winner.
The one that you claimed in the mod chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it and put it on my phone and everything.
Yeah. The call to build second. I think I might go with the Harley's Angels theme.
Lots of glitter.
Yeah, all Fast and the Furious wraps. Oh, that would be a good idea.
Is that a Supra?
Just do the...
We're not making Supras, by the way.
Do all three hero cars. The Eclipse, the Supra, and the Skyline. Yeah.
Mitsubishi Eclipse was the hero car.
It was a hero car.
I know. It's so embarrassing. That car was hot garbage.
Yeah.
Was that...
The Gallo 24 is definitely going in. Under the hood. Molded boobs on the the fist on the back.
Yes. Yes. That's right. You got to do little Bow Wow's Hulk themed car
Right.
from
Is that
Tokyo
is that
Drift.
an XB or was it a it was a Scion, wasn't it?
It was a Scion. It had to have been.
Yeah, the lunchbox.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it. So much fun. Yeah,
Paint them all green again. No, I'm not going to do that this year.
Yeah, that's what you got to decide. You know, you're gonna do the same theme in the exact same way, or
Probably. For the sake of convenience.
yeah.
Mask cutting once.
Oh, true. I can see that. You'll say that, and then you'll still end up reading it to fit all three
No.
their own way. It was a
Hulk was a
Volkswagen,
VW.
VW.
Yeah, okay,
2005
that's
VW
right.
Touran.
Oh, I thought like not a Touran. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Car we never got here. That's okay.
learn something every day.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
You want to wrap this one up a little bit early tonight?
Yeah, because I'm going to get to work on some file
Our
stuff.
cars.
Yeah. Our cars in the middle of our street.
Hey, Josh
Matt's
is singing.
will be
We're definitely ending this.
Matt's will be Balenciaga themed.
Louboutin, man.
Paint the bottom of the car red.
The ones that look like socks. I know Cardi B. I got all the... I do the same Peloton classes as Josh.
I do.
All right.
Still. So
Yeah.
anyway, we have some people to
haven't
thank first.
done it in a couple of days. Yes. Thank you to Chuck's RC Habit, Gunnar Nissen, West Desert Wheeler, Scumbag RC, Gunnar Nissen, Pay Up Sucka, and Crawler Baller. Thank you, gents.
Thank you to Joker 510714, Ed Camino, Rap Graphics, Aardvark Spleen, Gunnar Nissen, Pay Up Sucka, Carl Van Wagner, Stretch, Fish Built, Casey Crawler, Troy Givler. Thank you to all of you. Much appreciated. I'll let you know next what happened with my eBay auction.
Oh, yeah. Keep me posted. Tomorrow, What's on the Bench Weekly, more CUCV progress, and a little bit of Ski Ride 2 as well.
Whoop, whoop.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's it.
All right, guys. See you Friday night. Friday Night Live.
Have a great rest of the week, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Later.